everyone, this is Dee. This is the fifth time I'm trying to attempt to record this. Allergies are destroying my voice, so I hope that you don't mind the little bit of scratchiness of my voice. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. I'm very grateful that you decided to check me out. It's May 2021 already. I cannot believe it. I hope you guys are getting sunshine and beautiful weather. For us, we're getting some here, which is pretty good. It's a little bit crazy because a couple of weeks ago we had snow, but it's not bad. It's overall sunny. This month's layout is a whimsical layout, so it has a little bit of fairies. I decided to do my opening page for the month of May as a door, like a whimsical fairies door, which normally is tree branches or made out of tree logs, wood logs. I don't know how to describe it. But all I was thinking about is that I wanted to make a door and windows. Like, never know what's behind door number 1 or 2 or any door really. So that was the reasoning behind it. It wasn't thought out before. I literally decided to make the door in the same day. So as you can see, I'm just tracing. I had sketched already in pencil and I'm tracing over it right now with the Micron 0.2002. It's the smallest I think that I have, and I think that it's pretty good for doing this kind of sketch. If you have different supplies that you believe is better, let me know, because I'm still experimenting with stationery and finding what I like most. So I did the door. I did 2 windows, not on the same level, totally like fairy doors, whimsical, and door handle like to knock in a heart shape. And then I added the May in the bottom. I wasn't sure how to put it, but I think I'm quite happy with this, the appearance. It just adds flair to it. So I decided to go over the doors. Well, it's a lot of branches on top of wood, so I had to use different shades of brown. So I'm using Crayola brush tips. No, Crayola super tips, sorry. And I'm using Montmartre brush pen, brown. No, not brush. Yeah, brush pen. Sorry. So yeah. As you can see, I decided to go with the lightest brown to fill in the door frame kind of thing. And then I was going in with the darker shapes of brown to do the tree branches and the fine little additions on the side. I didn't want to fast forward through the whole process because I really wanted you to see that first page. So I made the speed a little bit faster, but you can still see most of the details I did. It took me about 40 minutes to just do this page because I get distracted and I am slowish because I wasn't sure where I was going, to be honest. I thought that I might change stuff, but then I ended up adding a little bit of designs here and there. There was flowers that I had added. I added mushrooms in the bottom and a couple of ladybugs just to give it that whimsical fairy door kind of sparkle or something like that. So that's basically the whole thing behind it. So I wanted to do it that way, and I wanted to do a pop of colors. That's why the ladybugs and mushroom, and I decided to go in for May and make that green. So you will see it looked pretty good. I was really happy with how it turned out, given that when I started I wasn't sure where it was going. So, and it felt like fairy, And since we don't know what's gonna happen in May, is there going to lift the lockdown, think is going to get better or not, I feel like a door is appropriate, you know. So I don't know about you guys. Let me know if you are watching from different parts of the world. How are you doing? Do you also have lockdown? Do you have curfew? We kind of do have curfew. So I'm wondering if everybody else have the same kind of thing or not. We're not allowed to visit people at home. So not gonna talk a lot about COVID, but just like giving you an idea. So as you can see, back to my design. It's green, and then I went ahead with a gold pen and I added sparkle everywhere, and I went in with a Bosco pen to add the dots for the mushrooms, which I kind of forgot and I smudged it with my hand, so please ignore that little thing. That was very annoying. But the gold pen added like nice sparkle to the door, and since it didn't really look like a door, I was like missing something. So I went in with the Crayola super tip again, and I added some vertical lines just to give that kind of wood blank logs kind of feeling, to just make it look like, you know, a door. And as I said, I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below or on my Instagram account what you think of that design, and is it something that you would do, or how would you do it differently? I don't know. Let me know. I would be really excited to know that, because this is the first time I'm designing something like this. And yeah, I think for first time it was great. I will have to do more, because after I was thinking that, you know, like the window shapes were so cute, and I should have done the door in that kind of same shape. But anyway, it was too late. But I'm overall happy with how it turned out. It's pretty good, and it's exactly what I wanted. And I don't know if you guys think that I should have added more pop of color or not. I thought it was just great like that, because you don't see the gold as much. I see the gold more, so I couldn't add more colors, because otherwise it would have been too clashy with the gold I used. On the other side, I wasn't going to do that, but then last minute I decided I will add a quote, and I wanted to add a fairy. So the fairy is pretty simple. It's like, you know, just a little fairy. So the quote was, all you need is faith and trust and a little pixie dust. I found that so cute, because kindly things unknown, and just have trust that, you know, things will be better. So when I saw it, it was like, yeah, this is what I wanted to use. I kept it really simple. I only used Micron pens. I didn't do kind of a lot of calligraphy. The first portion was just written normal, and I went in with a thicker brush tip and ink, you know, to just add a little flair to the pixie dust portion. And then I added stars and glow, glimmer, sparkle with the gold pen to just, you know, be apropos to the fairy. She's making magic. And then I went in with the brush pen from Micron to fill in the fairy, because I wasn't going to add details, and you know, it added a nice contrast to the colorful door design on the other page, to keep this one more into the simpler domain, just in order to look nicer for me. I think I added some washi tape a little bit, and I went in again with the gold pen, added some flair to the fairy, as you can see. This is my first time experimenting with this, so if you know a little bit of more tricks for fairy designs drawing, let me know. I would really appreciate it. This is the only way I could have visualized it. And then I went in with some washi tape to add that, and I added a border to the page, and that was it. And I was really happy with how this turned out, given that I wasn't sure what I was doing when I started. This turned out really cool. So, you know, it all came up together really nicely. The second page, because I'm using only 120 GSM notebook, the colors didn't bleed through, but it was kind of changed how the second page was. So I decided to go in with a different dotted page, was in the cream color, which will be nice and matches the theme for the month, like browns and cream. And I added May with a brush pen. Then I went on the border with gold, kept it simple, and that was going to be my calendar page. So I added some branches. The page I added gave me the perfect 6 weeks almost for the month of May. And I went in and added some lines to separate them in the boxes. It was very simple. I didn't do fancy design, and I'm very happy with it. It kind of looked nice. I really like this off-white cream paper. I wish bullet journals come more into that color because it's easy on the eyes and very nice as a background. The only downside is when you make mistakes, you can't use a white jelly roll on a cream page. You can only use it on a white page. So I haven't figured out yet how to correct jelly mistakes in ink on a cream page. You know, is there something like the jelly roll white pen that you can use? I don't know. I'm still on the lookout for that. Let me know if you have, hacks or ideas on how to do that. That would be great. So since the first 5 days in this calendar, it's not used, I filled it in with the same kind of branches that goes around the door, and I just filled it with lines to distinguish that this is April days, it's not May. And then I filled in the days for May. And then I went in on the next area. I wasn't sure if I want to add notes or goals. I have been adding that before, but I rarely use it. So I decided to add another quote. And this time I added a little fairy again on the corner. And I kept checking because I was so worried that again it's going to ruin the page after. That's why I was keep flipping the pages. I wasn't sure, how it will turn out. But this fairy turned out cuter. So I think the second time the fairy was easier to do. Or maybe because it was smaller, I'm not sure. And I decided to go, I saw this kind of font, which is like Fables book font, magical kind of font. And I was trying to get that. So, that's exactly what you can see me doing right now. It was a little area, but I was really happy with how it turned out. It was simpler than what I thought when I tried it. It's not perfect. I obviously need to kind of practice more. But it was a simple little quote that says, "Leave a little sparkle wherever you go." And the lettering almost looked like, I don't know, like fairy. Well, it does look like fairy lettering. I don't know, like, let me know what you think. But I loved how I made the L and the E at the end, go into each other. That was just spur of the moment saying, and I was really, really proud of myself for doing that because it's something that I haven't done before. And it just kind of came to me when I was doing it because it's a tight space and I didn't have a lot of place to go. So that's what I did. And then I went in and added some gold sparkle all over, just again because it's the fairy dust kind of thing that she's throwing the dust and has that little saying forming, like the whimsical magic of it. And I added a little bit of washi tape. It's not really washi tape, it's stickers that I cut with the scissors to make like washi tape because they had the color matching my calendar, my spread, sorry. And then I went in with jelly rolls and a gold pen and I added sparkle. And I tried to show you, I think I'm trying to show you in the light how did it look, because that last jelly roll was amazing. It was more like burnt brown or burnt orange with gold shine to it. It was perfect. And I added this little girl sticker because again it was gold matched, you know, spur of the moment thing. So I was really happy with that. Now I'm doing the habits and mood. So originally I was going to do like last month where I divide the page horizontally and make habits on the top 2 pages horizontal and the mood the same. And then I decided last minute again, I switched it around. I added the habits on the left page, in the mood on the right page. And I got that same cream paper. I made 6 squares for my habits and I added them there. I made a little bit of mistakes on the lines, but it wasn't a big deal. And I added a little design from what I had on the door, you know, on the sides. And I added a little bit more on the borders to give it that kind of storybook, whimsical feel to it. I think that was the word I was looking for. Storybook, whimsical storybook. And I went in and that's it. I think that it turned out great. I didn't fill the days because I know Saturday is the first, you know, so I will just fill in with an X or fill in the squares for whenever I do the habit. I was really happy with that. I added a little bit of washi tape. I added a little bit of sparkle just to follow the theme from before. Obviously, pixie dust travels, guys. If you don't know, you should know that. So it travels from the first 2 pages to the last few pages. So don't judge me, you know. For the mood one, I decided to go again with green. May was a green color, so I decided to put the mood in green just to keep that feel that everything belongs together. And I drew a fairy and I decided not to fill the page. I decided, sorry about that. So yes, I decided to actually drew in the stars and the sparkle pixie dust in the mood color I chose. So I put in the mood colors, and every day I will add the number and I will add whether it's a star or pixie dust or, you know, shiny star kind of thing. And that's how it will be. And I think I got better in drawing the fairies because, you know, this is the 3rd one and it looks better. So especially at the legs area, it looked really better than the first one. First one looked like she was wearing army boots. So anyway, so that's what I did. And then I added a ladybug. I don't know why, it was just felt right in that little corner. And then I added a border, and voila, this is my mood page. Let me know what you think about it. I also added washi tape, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there you go. Wasn't the right place for it, but you know what, it's getting tired and I just left it. Just added the border and I was like, you know, it will come together. I was happy with this. So this is my brain dump page. So I had the same cream paper, I wrote on it, I did the lettering myself, black ink pen and gold, and I glued it on the page. I added a border and that's it. Thank you so much for watching this far. The weekly spread will be on my Instagram account. Maybe I'll do a little video, I'm not sure yet. Please subscribe and like and come back again. Have a wonderful day. Bye.